Good morning, folks. Today it's Friday. It's time for another Most Cowbell. Most Cowbell. You might see I had a bit of a rough night. I just got up. Not too bad a week as far as being busy and stuff, but I did have a bunch of things. Yesterday was a lot of things. I had, well, the first thing that happened was I had to go to a wake from one of my brothers in the Glee Club who passed away suddenly. So, Mike Sedita. Here, I'll show you his picture. Here he is. A couple years younger than me. But, you know, I had to go in the afternoon because there was two of them. There was from 2 to 5 and then from 7 to 9. But I couldn't do the later one because my friend Fabienne was coming in, you know, Fabienne from Shaking Street, was coming into LaGuardia, and I was going to pick her up at 9:30, so I had to do the afternoon one. I got there, and the funeral home was in Marine Park, an area that I've never, ever been, that I can remember. It's kind of east of Coney Island, southeast Brooklyn. So, yeah, close to the water. And I went there, and there's all these policemen out outside. I was like, I wonder what that's all about, you know. They were like directing traffic, and I was like, oh, you know, it seemed to focus around the funeral home. And turned out I'd forgotten until I walked in, and then I realized that the cops were in the room with you know, it was an open casket thing, so they were in there, and I realized, oh yeah, that's right, Mike was a cop for many years. And so anyway, I went in there, and you know, I kind of like to do this kind of thing because it's just feels good to my soul to honor the people that I know when they pass away, and you know, to express my gratitude and grief to the family, and share stories about the person who has passed away. So I went there, and I didn't know anybody, but some of them knew me because they'd come to concerts with the Glee Club, and his kids knew me because he would talk about the guy from Blue Oyster Cult, you know, who sang with the group. And so anyway, towards the end, when I was getting ready to go, one of the sons came up and said, oh, you know, it's my friend who's a huge BOC fan, and I want to meet you. So I said, oh. And then they said, yeah, we used to go after work, we would go hang out at this Dictator's bar on the Lower East Side. And I got to be friends with Richard Manitoba. And then later on, they got friends with Richard's son, Jake. And they were in the Marines, so Jake was very interested in joining the Marines, which he did, actually. So I think he's still in the Marines. So anyway, they're a bunch of nice fellows and had a good time. And then I drove back. Well, I stopped in Sunset Park to see my girlfriend was working there, and for a few days, just a temporary job. And so I went to the place where she was working, and she wasn't busy, so she took me out to supper, because it was, by then it was like 5 o'clock, and I had some dinner with her. Delicious Korean barbecue. It was like, whoa, really good, really, really good. And probably the best meal I've had in that area. But then I came home, and of course, as I was coming home, I got a new car, a new electric car. Okay, well, it's a Tesla, okay? So I got a used Tesla. I know some of the people in my family were giving me crap about buying a vehicle that was that Elon Musk had something to do with, but hey, and my response to that was, well, what about Henry Ford? How many of you guys are driving? Oh, all of you driving Fords, huh? Oh, except for the person who's driving a Volkswagen or Mercedes-Benz. So, you know, I'm not into cancel culture, and let's face it, the Tesla is a good vehicle. So, and I got it for a good price. So, but here's the problem. And David Hirschberg said maybe it's the wheels, but it does not like snow. It slips and slides. If I was up in the North Country, I would not have a Tesla. Well, I probably wouldn't have an electric car at all, because there's no charging places, just in Watertown, basically. You got to go to Canada to charge your car. Anyway, so I got back here about 7, quarter to 8, something like that. It took me 2 hours driving in the snow, avoiding the accidents, because it was, people that, it's the thing around this New York City, even though we do get snow every year, there's always people that just don't know what to do. You're used to driving fast, and they're going to drive fast. They're going to tailgate. And then, of course, when the car in front stops and has better traction, you're going to have some bent metal on the road. Even at slow speeds, you just can't stop. So you have to got to triple your distance for all you drivers out there in warmer climates. So I drove to the cell phone lot at LaGuardia, and I waited and I waited and waited. I did like an hour of Chinese lessons, practiced my Chinese, and then got bored with that, so I watched YouTube, which you can do on the Tesla. It has a theater. Use that screen for something besides navigation or telling me how fast you're going, or if there's an obstacle. It has the self-driving feature, but I don't like it. The Rivian's self-driving thing is much better. I don't know, but it's a 5-year-old car, so anyway, I took this out to put on a track for John Falcone and the Michael Moorcock record. So just wrapping that up, I think I just have a couple guitar parts that I think Ross is going to do. played saxophone on a song for one of the songs actually that Fabienne sings on for Don Falcone. I put some sax. I don't know if he's going to use it because it's an afterthought. He didn't, it was a part that didn't need to be there, but I just got an idea for a horn section. So, I combined my saxophone with computer trombone and computer trumpet, the classic sax, trombone, trumpet. So, yeah, that's about it. So, hope you're all well, and have a good week. I'll see you next Friday. Okay, take care.